Hey guys, this is Corey with Custom RV in Amarillo, Texas. And today I have a really neat compact fifth wheel bunkhouse to show you. This is the 2022 Forest River Arctic Wolf, model 287BH. This particular trailer comes in at 8,415 pounds as we see it here today, and is going to be 35 feet in overall length. We're going to do an interior and exterior walk-around tour today of this bunkhouse fifth wheel, and we're going to show you some of the really cool features and appointments, such as the auto leveling that's standard, this optional second air conditioner that we've applied, the really cool bunkhouse style floor plan that this particular unit has, and we'll also go over a couple points of concern, such as the fact that this one does have a smaller bedroom and it does have limited campside windows. So with that being said, let's go ahead and jump onto the inside. We'll start with the slide out closed. So with the slide out closed on this 287BH by Arctic Wolf, you'll notice that you have plenty of room to get to your kitchen space. Now, you do lose access to those 3 drawers over there, and that we'll see when we take a look at the kitchen. But you can see you do have plenty of space to get to the refrigerator between there and the U-dinette. You're always going to have access to your pantry. And then as we kind of go up here into the upper deck, you can see that you're always going to have access to your bedroom and bathroom. So this one does a really good job at being travel accessible to the main components, which is the refrigerator and the bathroom. So let's go ahead now and open this fifth wheel up and take a look at the living and kitchen area. So with the slide out open now, you can see how much of a big, open, and expansive living area that you have. Considering this is only a 35-foot trailer, it's really well thought out and laid out extremely well. So you can see over here you do have a big U-shaped dinette that will turn down into a bed, and you can sleep 2 adults there, which is nice. You can see that you do have the drawers underneath. We'll take a look at those when we get to the kitchen area. And then next to that, you do have your trifold sleeper sofa. Now, I believe there is an option for theater seats here, which is kind of cool. Let me know if you would like to see the theater seats as opposed to a trifold sleeper sofa in this particular model. You can also see the nice big windows, and you've got the zebra shades on all of those, which is always really nice. A lot of people really like the big windows in these. And you can also see that you do have a dual set of USB ports between the sofa and the dinette, which is really handy. A lot of manufacturers don't put plugs in their slide out boxes, so that's always a nice feature to see. New for 2022, you do have the darker accent on your slide outs and a couple other areas. You can also see that you've got the disco blue lights, which people either love them or hate them. The good news is you can turn all those off with the press of a button. We'll come back to the bunk room and the kitchen here in just a little bit. But as you can see, it is a nice L-shaped corner kitchen. Just look at all those cabinets too. And we'll open all those up so you can see inside of them here in just a little bit. I do want to mention this has a 15,000 BTU Coleman air conditioner standard, which is nice that you don't have to pay extra to upgrade to the bigger air conditioner. You do have dual AC runs, which is going to help keep this trailer cooled more efficiently. And you can see that you have a 110 volt ceiling fan up there too. Now, if we take a seat on the sofa here, you're looking directly across at the TV location. Now, we did option in the TV, so that is, that not all dealers do, I guess is where I was going with that. You have dual USB ports, cable and satellite hookups, 110 power. Then below that, you're going to have your AM, FM, and Bluetooth stereo system right above your electric space heater fireplace. Now, while we're looking down at the floor, you can see that you have no heat ducts in the floor. You're going to have cabinet ducted heating in these Arctic Wolfs, which is something a lot of people really like. And again, we'll come back to the kitchen. Another thing, before we jump back to the bunks, because that, you know, it's a bunkhouse, that's kind of important. You've got your breakers and fuses right there. That is such a good spot for that because you can get to it with the slide out closed. Not every fifth wheel or bumper pull or motorhome for that, you know, in that department, I guess, too. You can't get to that in every RV out there. So I really like that. You've also got a couple of USB and household outlets right there. And then I like that they did something with this wall. You've got the coat hangers up there, and it's probably hard to see, but if we get in a little bit closer, it kind of shows up there. So you've got 3 sets of coat hangers there, which is always a neat thing to see. And it's right next to the entry door, which is handy. So being that this is a bunkhouse, I kind of want to break my routine a little bit. Let's go ahead and jump back to the bunk area and take a look at that, because this has got a really, really smartly laid out bunk room. And I think you're going to like it. So as we step it back into the bunk room, first thing you'll notice is you do have a solid door, not a curtain, to separate all this off. You can see that you've got great divided storage space there. There's one of those heat ducts, so you do have heat back here, which is nice. You're also going to have, and this is something not every bunkhouse does very well, but you've got a dedicated wardrobe, or hanging wardrobe, I should say, for your kids' clothes. And that is so uncommon, and this is one of the reasons why I really like this model in particular. If you want to let the kids bring a TV or a gaming system, you've got the hookups up there and a TV backer on the wall above the window. Another smart thing that Arctic Wolf does is they include the ladder, so you don't have to throw whoever's up in the top bunk up there. And you're also going to have some duffel bag storage underneath there as well. Each bunk is going to have a light and a USB port, and you can see that these are super wide bunks too, which is great for bigger kids. So if you're a couple, or you know, if you've got tall kids, or if you've got a couple of teenagers and they still like to go camping, this would be such a great floor plan for you, because you know, you have bunks that are designed for not just, you know, 9 and 10-year-old kids, like a lot of these bunkhouses are with just the single bunks. You're also going to have power outlets up here too. I guess I forgot about that. This top bunk is rated at 300 pounds, so just keep that in mind. But overall, like I said, it is a very smart design for a bunkhouse. And this is actually one of their most popular bunkhouse floor plans, because it's their shortest one as well, coming in just at 35 feet. So with that being said, let's circle back and take a look at the kitchen. So I think what I want to do on this kitchen is start at the bottom and work our way up. So as you can see, on the very right side over there, you have 3 full extension plywood box ball bearing drawer guided drawers, handy pots and pans drawer underneath the oven as well. Now that is a 3-burner cooktop with the glass cover. You've got the oven down below in case you want to do some baking. And you've got the removable backsplash / cutting board behind there as well. Now, one thing I'm not too keen on is this cabinet right here. I think that Arctic Wolf, if you're listening to this, and I've said this multiple times, but if you can remove this panel here, it would make it so much better for a wastebasket. You could actually fit a small one in there. This is all pressed membrane thermofoil style countertops. You've got the 1 basin sink, high-rise spring-loaded sprayer faucet, and you've got the hand sanitizer station over there as well. You've got dual USB ports right there, and if we take a knee here and look up top, you can see that you do have a couple of electrical outlets on the left side of those overhead cabinets. Now, as we go ahead and work our way up top here, you've got great storage here. Notice they are giving you the shelf, and then Up top there, you do have some space where if you want to set up some decorations or something, you can do that. Now that goes all the way back into the corner, as you can see over there, and it wraps all the way around over here. You've got your microwave and hood range. Cabinetry space up there, that'd be perfect for some of your, items that you're not going to use every single day. I would like to see that on a strut support, but that's something that I could always do. It's real easy to install those. Good cabinetry space above the refrigerator. And this does have the 10.7 cubic foot 12 volt compressor fridge. And I'll go ahead and open that up for you. That way you can take a look and get an idea of the space that it has. So great storage there. These are going to be faster cooling than a gas electric fridge. They only use 3 amps of power once they're down to temperature, and you don't have the fire risk, and you can use these going down the road, unlike a common gas and electric refrigerator. So I want to pause real quick here, take a look at the options so you can see all the packages and everything right here. And as you can see, if we get in here a little bit closer, the MSRP on this is $67,210 and 10 pennies. Now, with us being a discount dealer, we're not going to sell it at that. Nobody would want to pay almost $70,000 for a 35-foot fifth wheel. With that being said, our sale price is lower than that. However, because these videos live forever, I can't advertise it. So I'll leave a link down in the video description down below where you can check pricing and availability at any time. You've got a little bit more storage up above the entertainment center there. And you're probably wondering, well, I haven't seen a pantry yet. And this is all great, but I need a place to put all my chips and cereal boxes and stuff. Well, Arctic Wolf's got you covered. So as you can see here, you've got more coat hooks, nice big pantry space. You can see that the shelves are deep, but they're not too deep. That bottom one would be a perfect spot for a shoe garage. And if you've got some taller items, you have all kinds of room to be able to put those in here. They probably could have done one extra shelf, but then it kind of would have been hard to get to. So I think they did the best they could with the space they had available. And in case you forget where the pantry is, they go ahead and remind you. So as last thing, before we get to the bedroom and bathroom, I do want to mention that you do have your control panel here. So you've got the Lippert One control system here. This will control your lights, slide outs, awning, auto leveling. You can see your tank monitoring panel, all that good stuff there. And a lot of places are a lot of brands are just going to this touch screen here. But Arctic Wolf has 2 ways, actually 3 with the Bluetooth connectivity of both these, to be able to control all of your appliances. So you have a physical button here. You can also Bluetooth each one of these to your phone, which is pretty cool. You're also going to have your thermostat right there, your voltage meter for the juice pack and juice pack expansion kit options that we've applied to this. And then you've got your Lippert Components One Control Wi-Fi prep location there as well. Last thing before we jump up to the upper deck, you can see that you do have a handy motion sensor light up there too. That way you can see where the steps are. All right, so as we move into the upper deck, or onto the upper deck, we'll start with the bathroom here. So one of the things I really like that they do is they do a sliding pocket door rather than a swing door. That way you don't have to fight with the steps every time you get in and out of the bathroom. So in here you have a nice 30 by 36 inch shower. You're going to have the slow close door on there too, by the way, which is pretty cool. I really like those. They just seem to work real well, and we don't seem to have too many problems with them. You got the skylight up top. You can be upwards of 6'5" and still shower in here comfortably. Larger max air vent fan, which is a staple of the Cherokee lineup. Down below, you are going to have a porcelain foot flush lever toilet. Plenty of room around there, width-wise, and you have all the leg room in the world you could possibly want. You are going to have a little bit of plumbing access, as well as a space for a trash can there. Thermal foil countertops. You've got the large sink, GFI protected outlet, motion sensor light, little shelf here for, you know, a razor or something if you're going to set that there. Nice big linen closet. I just wanted to combine closet and cabinet. Okay, but cabinet, that actually is above the wardrobe in the bedroom, so that's a very smart use of space. And then over here, you do have a pretty generously sized medicine cabinet. So it's a simple bathroom, does what it should, isn't super fancy, but you know, sometimes being simple is a lot better. Now, as we come in here into the bedroom, you do have a 60 by 80 true queen bed. So you can upgrade the mattress with, you know, say a sleep number, and you'll have more than enough room to be able to do that. You're going to have nightstands on both sides of the bed. You've got household and USB power there. New for 22, and I can't believe I went like 5 or 6 months before noticing this, but you have lights underneath those little cabinets there. You are going to have a drawer on each side of the bed, and I'll get over here where you can see it a little bit better. Right there. Nice divided storage up there instead of just open pockets like they were doing. And then you've got a shelf up here, and I'm so glad that they got rid of that relax thing that they were doing on each trailer for 2021. You are going to have your second 15,000 BTU air conditioner up here. This is an optional piece of equipment, so verify with our team that the RV that you're looking at does in fact have this. We would just be incredibly stupid to bring this in without 2 air conditioners down here in Texas, but occasionally we get one that doesn't have one for some reason. Down here you are going to have your thermostat for that and a couple of light switches. There's storage underneath the bed too, by the way. There's a better look at that drawer. Now you are going to have cross breeze windows on both sides of the bed. Pleated nightshades, as you can see there. And then over here you're going to have a nice wardrobe closet. I almost did it again. Shoe storage down below there. Notice there's no carpet in the bedroom, which is always a very nice feature. A lot of people really like that. And then if you want to add a small, say 24-inch TV in here, you can do that right there, and you've got all of the appropriate connections up top. So starting up front on the outside of this 287BH by Arctic Wolf, you can see that you have a nice fiberglass front cap. You are going to have a couple of blue LED lights up here as well. Down here you've got your Rhino box, pin box. Your spare tire and battery box are going to be up in there. And as we come over here, you've got your docking light controls and the controls for your 4-point automatic leveling controls, which is a standard feature, which is pretty cool. So you don't have to pay extra for that. As we come down here, inside of this first compartment, you are going to have 2 20-pound propane tanks, one on each side. You've got a very generous, for this size of fifth wheel, pass-through storage. You can see the motion sensor lights in there. And then you've got cable and power for an outside TV. You just run it through this little hatch right here. You're going to have the leash latch for your fur baby. Magnetic holdbacks on all of your baggage doors. Slam latches, and you can see that this one is equipped with the Juice Pack solar option. That is a 50-watt solar panel, and then we've also added the Juice Pack expansion kit, which adds another 100-watt panel, giving you a total of 150 watts of solar. That'll run things like your awning, your refrigerator, slide out water pump, things like that. As we look up top, you can see that you do have 2 outside speakers, nice big power awning. I believe that's a 20-foot power awning. You do have LED light strips in it. You can see that you've got the really popular midnight black glass entry door, large entry assist handle, and then you've got the 3-step MORryde step above steps with the easy adjust feet, and that will flip up inside the door. This is a dual axle fifth wheel, and you can see that you've got the great looking black and silver aluminum rims. There's the rear jacks right behind the tires there. Then you've got an outside kitchen spray port right here. You've got your 2-burner cooktop, little dump sink, outside mini refrigerator, and a portable ice maker. You are going to have a gas grill quick connect down here as well. Now, because they moved the kitchen a little bit forward, you do have your extra storage space underneath the bunks here. So you can see that is a very nice size storage compartment. You don't get this on every fifth wheel with this floor plan. Slam latches again there. You're also going to have your 6-gallon gas and electric water heater with direct spark ignition back here too. Bumper for your stanky slinky. And as we come back over here, let me get a better angle on this. But you do have the rear fold down rack that's rated at 200 pounds. So just keep that in mind. This trailer is prepped for a ladder. Ladders are no longer an option from the Cherokee group. And then you can see up there, you do have all LED tail and marker lights, and you have a backup and observation camera from the manufacturer, which is pretty cool. Over here, you've got your 50 amp service, outside shower. You are going to have one dump for your kitchen gray tank. So this does have a split gray tank. The other one's going to be up there in front of the axles, and I'll show you where that's at a little better here in just a moment. This does have the fully enclosed and heated underbelly. So I really like that. These also have 2-inch thick walls, just like your big Montana luxury fifth wheels. So this is going to be a really good 4-season or extended season camper. Now, I don't have any cold tested data to be able to share with you, but we've noticed that these do have a very good insulation package. All slide outs in any Arctic Wolf are going to be prepped for slide out awning toppers. And then as we come back over here, you're going to have your furnace, intake and exhaust, black tank flush, city water connection, fresh water connection, cable and satellite hookups, and you've got a handy convenience slide. Also, back up underneath here is your main black and gray tank dump. So it is under a slide out, but it's really easy to get to. So I really enjoy that. All right, guys, with that being said, that's going to wrap it up for the 2022 Arctic Wolf Model 287BH. If you're interested in this Bunkhouse fifth wheel and you have any questions, or if you'd like pricing and availability, I'll always leave you a link down in the description below where you can check that anytime without having to call a salesperson. You can always give us a call at 806-335-2336 with any questions, or you can send us an email at contact@custom-rv.com. As always, guys, we don't do any hidden dealer fees here at Custom RV, and we know that RVs are made for women so men can go camping. Again, guys, real quick, if you could do me a favor, if you appreciate the fair and unbiased reviews, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button down below if you enjoyed the video. And if you're new to the channel, feel free to hit that subscribe and notification bell down below as well. All right, guys, we thank you very much for watching. Remember that our Spring RV Blitz is January 10th through January the 17th, and we hope to see you out on our lot very soon. We'll talk to you later.